like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, Pittsburgh. Rock. Twist. Check that, and he goes.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
You gonna take? Squeeze, get it, Dad, go!
On third down, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check that.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Let's go now. 94. Bravo.
On third down, Love taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 53 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Love. The quick slant caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 26, check 26. Kill. Yes! Slam.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Go. Hey, Mike's 50. Bandit. Check. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got you. Check your hot read. Shoot. Come. Shoot it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out. Check hot route. Hot 6-6. Pull it high. Hard. Hey, zoom.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 5, move.
To throw on second down. Love taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, stand up. You're out.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Bengals nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Keep it up. Hey, lock it. Now.
From the gun, Herbert under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check. Pilot 64, weak. Exit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he finds his target, Beckham. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, box drop.
50, my 50, my 50.
Look, squeeze.
Here we go. Check.
2nd and 5. And the grab by Croft. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Nice, sweetheart. Under crunch.
Rock it.
Check 13. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check the backer.
Five.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Echo.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Move.
Watch the run. My game. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now.
Bound to lose one.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Brown. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Echo. Alert 3. 80 weapon.
Looking to throw on second down. Love completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Off the play fake. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Going deep this time for Miller. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
On the set. Yo. Jim. Switch.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
49, check 4. Hey, wahoo! Check 3. He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, Herbert. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, obviously, that has declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
He'll field this at the 5.
Let's go, baby.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 24, check 24. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
66. Bullet high. Lock it. 6 guys.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Joe Mixon. And how about that for just running out the clock? That one 28 yards on the ground. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Check 99. Check 99. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Orbit. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Kill. Watch twist. Hey, lock it. Right. You fight.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jumper, 61, matchbox lights.
Watch the twist.
Check 37, check 37.
Watch the edge. Watch twist. Watch.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Squeeze.
He's checking crack.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Herbert. Short throw hauled in by Croft, and he gets it down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Shit. Out. Now. I got motion. Alpha. Ready, go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Check hot.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Check 45, Check 45.
They'll try and throw for it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Love. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Mixon running right. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
55, Mike, 55. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
2nd and 13. That's caught left side by Hardman. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing again. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Rock it.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Showing up. Deuce. Check safety. Check.
Look at me. Score.
Check.
Now.
They run again with Hunt. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Ready?
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Bengals 15-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check 13. Check. Lock it. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Get it. Hey, check right. Watch it divide. Pick me up. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, Mixon. He spins free, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game at 14-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Game situation. Let's go. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59. Set the target.
Hey.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Hard.
Let's put that team on the clock. Rush in.
Bravo.
Mike, check. 59. I know he ain't got it.
What?
Mike 5'9".
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you. Check 43.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Not a day in my life. 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.